Hey, everybody, this is Joseph again, and so excited to have Miss Cathy Lester here with me today. And we are talking about just some fun ways, some fun things that you can do with your group on Zoom, and just to keep people engaged. Zoom fatigue is a real thing that's out there, but whenever you make it fun, you make it interactive, those are going to be things that really help your group to just not just survive during this time, but to thrive and to continue to use Zoom is just a great tool for your group to just meet. So, Miss Cathy, I know you love to have fun, and we love to have fun as a staff. We love to do, fun things. We love to interact. We love to engage, all those things. So, share with us what are just some best practices that a group leader, a group can do to just interact with their group.
Thanks, Joseph. I have to start this with a quick story.
Yeah.
And that story is whenever we were all quarantined, the hardest thing for me was not being able to see our 9 grandchildren.
Okay.
And I really struggled with that. And a friend of mine shared with me about playing games by some type of virtual, you know, somehow virtually.
Yeah.
And so I chose bingo. Had no idea at that time of all the resources on even playing bingo. But what I found out, not only did it give us something to look forward to, we actually played 2 nights a week, but our adult children were all playing also. So it turned out to be even more than I could imagine. And we did that for about 5 or 6 weeks until everybody was kind of like back out and doing some type of being outside.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
I'm really passionate about our groups, knowing that in this time that we really can have fun with our groups. And so I want to share a couple of resources
Yeah.
that you can go to and find information. One is the goodhousekeeping.com. If
Yeah.
you go there on the left hand side and open that up, it tells you about 10 fun games to play on Zoom.
Oh, that's
And I had no idea of all the games you actually can play. So I really want to challenge you as leaders to really dive into that. We'll use the bingo for an example. On that site, they have a very detailed layout for bingo, and you can do all kinds of things for the bingo cards before everyone opens up. An example being, Joseph, if it was your birthday, they could on the bingo card put Joseph's birthday. And so when everybody opens up, now it becomes a celebration. So you can change these
hey,
cards.
anytime it's a time to celebrate my birthday, that's a good thing.
I
So
thought you would like that. But it can become anything on that card. And so you can really make it fun.
yeah.
Categories is on there and just some great suggestions on that. And I don't know if anyone has played Heads Up, but if you've not put that app on your phone, you have missed out. And
Okay.
so it takes the Heads Up app and tells you how to play it online. It is a great thing to not only play with your group, but to play with your family. And so that's just a few of the suggestions that it gives, but it's just a great site. Again, I'm going to encourage you to check it out. And then
Goodhousekeeping.com, right? So
goodhousekeeping.com.
play some Zoom games and get your house cleaned at the same
There,
time.
everything at once, that's for sure. Another source is going to YouTube, and under YouTube, you would want to go to 10 easy Zoom games to play with family and friends.
Mhm.
And that one's a little different than the Good Housekeeping one, but yet has some good ideas. With that one, you're using the whiteboard and doing some things that way. So again, just check it out. A couple of things I want to suggest is as you're looking at the games, I would go ahead and look through and decide what you want to play so you'll know if there's anything that you need ahead of time.
Mhm.
And that way you can be prepared. I think it's always fun to add a little winner prize in there. I
There
guess
you
that's
go.
a little bit of being competitive.
Yeah.
And, it could be no more than whatever couple wins. Send them a certificate. Make a big deal of it at your next time of Bible study. Just anything to just pull people in.
You know,
Um,
it's funny you say it. I'll throw in here as well. we did through YouTube. We did a name that tune.
Oh, how fun.
They've got some of those resources that you can do of a name that tune. But I would double check, just make sure that all the songs are appropriate,
Yes.
before you do it. But that is still, there are some great name that tune games that are out there on YouTube. So just want to throw that in there.
I love that. And that's the same thing, even with the Good Housekeeping. There may be one or two games that you definitely need to make sure are appropriate.
Yeah.
The last thing to suggest is have dessert and coffee. And how you would make that work is the week before, you let your group know that everybody joins you on Zoom with their own dessert and their own coffee. In my case, that would be tea. But in that, make it an evening of just conversation, of sharing with each other. And then I love the fact that at the end of that, that you can make it a prayer time
Yeah.
of just reaching out to each other and finding out how can you pray for each other. So just go outside of the box a little
Yeah.
bit. Think,
Yeah.
just think about things you can make this fun. And I think it will change your group time and your meeting time, and things will look different for you.
And I think if you saw something else, something that somebody else was eating that looked really good, you could ask for the recipe. And so
Yes,
then you go, you're sharing stuff like that as well. So,
for sure.
well,
Or
wow,
you could
that's,
share that you got it at Kroger,
that's
whatever.
right. That's great. Great, great, great. Well, Cathy, thank you so much for that. Thank you for just giving us these great resources to just help us during this time. And I think these are wild times, these are crazy times, but these are great times as well that you can just really have maybe some more intimate conversation, maybe have some fun conversations, some
Yeah,
fun things you can do. And so these are just some great resources for us. So thank you so much for that.
you're welcome.
All right.